Hello everyone, and welcome to another video here with myself, Michelle, at Makiki 1988. I am in my car and working to be better about protecting my eyes because they are super sensitive on top of my horrible vision that I have. But I am bringing you another one of my birthday bag introductions and a what's my bag. I had featured this bag, the Elizabeth shoulder bag, on my shorts first. I had a fun time planning some purse dance choreography. You know, I had to just make sure that my rhythm was still there. And I gotta tell you, that was probably one of the funnest or most fun videos that I have made thus far. I love to just, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna just tell you real quick. I am, of all my dad's kids, I'm number 6 out of 7. Of the kids that my parents had, I'm number 4 out of 5. And so just to say, I'm a little bit of a rebel. I love to push the limits. Sometimes I do love to like punch a few buttons on people's nerves. And I love to have a good time because at the end of the day, like, as much as I can be a really serious person, I have to balance that out. And my sense of humor, my sarcasm, that's how I do it. So, quick intro. I'm going to go ahead and show you the full view of the bag so that way I don't have to have the strap here in front of my face the whole time. But this is the Eliza shoulder bag, and this is one of the lovely outlet bags that I actually felt like was worth the price. I got it for $159. I believe that is still the same price. Every once in a while you can get a discount. I know right now, as I mentioned before, I do use that Capital One shopping app, which I think operates in a similar way as Rakuten. Right now, Coach has a 4% discount. This bag, when it was initially introduced, you know, a lot of people have compared it to one of the YSL handbags. I honestly couldn't even be bothered to look up what that bag is because I don't follow luxury or care for luxury like that. I go for the look and I go for quality. I don't feel like I need to have a certain brand for that. But this bag is just absolutely adorable. It's black on black on black. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. As you can tell, today is a little bit of a casual day for me. Working from home when I'm not traveling, I have to sometimes just break my routine and get my ass out of my house. Those 4 walls can close in on very fast. And I have a little car set up, so I'll just go park somewhere, get lunch, be at a park, people watch, and do like my administrative work that doesn't require me to be at home in front of my full computer setup. So that's what today is. And I'm going to be totally transparent that I'm actually sitting outside of the Coach outlet in their parking lot. They had a drop today, which was the sticker, the outlet sticker collection, the Easter collection, the denim collection. And then there's a couple of bags that were, I don't know if they were part of one of the collections or just like one-offs that I wanted to come look at. Namely, I wanted to come look at the shoulder terry bag in the dark stone with pewter. My outlet unfortunately doesn't have it. I wanted to see what the city tote and sticker looks like. I wanted to see the mini Hadley, and I just wanted to see what some of the SLGs were. So they're okay. Unfortunately, you know, the mini Hadley, the quality was lacking a little bit. It's cute, but I needed a little bit more quality. I wanted a more squishy pebble leather. I really wanted to see that Coach Terry, but I might have to just order it and take my chances. And then, you know, some of the SLGs I was looking at, they unfortunately didn't have here. I did, however, think that the sticker Terry was adorable. I just don't think I can do another white bag. But then I did also like the ID card holder wallet thing that had the Rexy on the front. I may come back for that one. I'm going to think about it as I'm trying to track down one of the Terrys. So anyway, back to the focus of this video, the Eliza shoulder bag. So as I mentioned, this is a bag that you can really dress up or dress down. It is black on black. This is the re-edition that has the zipper, which is in that pewter hardware. And then it has just the little pewter tag over here. Right now I have some cherries on there. I did just get these off of Amazon for, I want to say like $5, $4.99, $5.99. This is the one that comes with the star. I don't like the star because it hangs weird, where it like sticks out. And so I had reattached another bag holder. So that's what she looks like. I love this bag that it's got the two-way closures. You know, sometimes I'll just have the magnetic closure and I won't do up the zipper. Other times I'll do both. And I just love the sound. Like, did we hear that? I just love the sound. I just love that, because I think that is one of my frustrations with a lot of the bags that have a magnetic closure, is that you have to like help the magnet find itself or find its way to close. I don't want to do all that. So this one is great on that. So I just pull that top part back, and then you've got the zipper. So I'll give you a quick overview of what I have in my bag, and then just kind of set it in my lap. A couple things that I'll say about this bag. When I purchased it, I did think that the capacity was going to be a little bit higher than what it is. This is a similar size from the outside as like the Terry or the Swingers, which I love. But because this bag does have a little bit more structure, and I don't want to have like dents and stuff, I did have to think a little bit harder about how to pack this. All right, so I'm gonna just start with the main compartment. So first I have just my lip gloss of the day. I have been having a fun time also, going through a lip care journey aside from my purse journey. And I've tried some luxury brands, some high-end products, but my goal is to, one, find as many clean brands and products as I can. Two, find good products that are at a reasonable price for me to replace over and over again. Products that actually hydrate, that aren't like super sticky, that stay on my lips because I'm forever drinking off of a water bottle, and that I like the colors. And for me, you know, as I mentioned, I am mixed. I do have like, I think neutral with like cool undertones. I have like yellow undertones. And so it's hard for me to find like a good nude, but this drip glass by Morphe really surprised me. My daughter convinced me to try this brand. I want to say the lip gloss was maybe $11 or $12, so it beats even the price of the Huda Beauty and the Tower 28, which I do like. Huda Beauty is a little bit too thick and gloppy. This one is just like, feels like part of my lips. And I've had this on for a minute because I've already run into the Coach outlet. So, and this I think is in the color Wet Peach. So super beautiful. It's like a nudie, milky, what do they call it? It's like a milky mauvey brown kind of. There's that. Then my perfume of the day is my Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb. This is the original. This is one of my go-to scents that I can wear year round. And then I just purchased the atomizer on Amazon, and I just refill that quite easily. I've got my Wish hand sanitizer in Pineapple Dreams, and this is honestly like their best scent. Okay, so those are the things that I actually put on the side. I find that this bag does work best to do like the lines and then things on the side. I want to say I think it's Robin Cookie who tells people about how to pack their bags like that, right? And with this bag, I felt like that was especially important. Next, I have my iPhone 16 Pro. I just got my new case on there, which is like a black clear case. And y'all, I just love this little blingy camera cover. And it does have a built-in lens, but this one does not affect your camera quality. So that's nice. And that's a little bit thinner because my green case was a little thicker and was like, it's a matte case, so it was like grabbing onto everything. I need it to go in and out, super easy. I did find that rather than trying to stuff a full wall in here with my regular carry, that my card case worked best. So of course I brought out my Coach Retail quilted card case with the gunmetal, and those two just look really great together. And then I have my Dress Up Your Purse key pouch, and for the last while I actually have just been using these for keys, and I'll put gum in there. I do also like these for coin purses and cash. I do also like these for a small like card holder and cash. I just really like these. This is the black, matte black, and I feel like I can put this in almost any bag, which is great because I waited like 3 months for it to restock, thinking it wasn't going to restock again. It finally came in, and here we are 4 months later and they still have them. I was like, whatever, FOMO. And then I just have my sleeve for my eyeglasses. When I pack it back in, I'll show you that I actually can fit my eyeglasses at the top of the bag. This bag does surprisingly have some card holders, so I'm just using, some card slots. So I'm just using that for some receipts, as I just mailed some Poshmark sales at the post office. And then I am using the zipper pouch as my EDC, just because I felt like that helped to kind of get the bulk out of the middle of the bag. And so in here I've got my Dior mirror, I've got my tooth pack, I've got my stain wipe, I've got my cookie wipe, I've got my Band-Aid, and then still just carrying my L'Occitane hand and nail cream. in that little tin case. So it's a great little bag. Like I said, I don't always feel like the outlet bags are worth the price. This one definitely is. I believe I paid $1.59 for it. Again, you can get discounts occasionally. Coach Outlet and Coach Retail pretty regularly have discounts on the Capital One shopping app that I use. I think they're both right now 4% back. During Christmas and Black Friday, they had some great deals where you could regularly get like 18 to 22, and even one time I got 30% back. But I think since the new year, they're trying to hit, Q1, Q2 growth goals, they're probably going to keep those discounts low for a little bit. So I'm going to do my very best to limit my Coach spend, and I'm going to actually plan a lot better this next year for Christmas, knowing that they're going to have more of those sales. And then, just go from there. But yeah, this is great. And this one took me a little bit to kind of figure out. I was a little frustrated with it at first, and I almost did sell it or return it. I could also put my AirPods in here. They just fit right on the side with the other items, so I'll just put those in. And then I did say that I would show you. I love this little case for this reason. And I just love that I now get fewer fingerprints on my glasses and fewer scratches. So that I just have it at the top of the bag, and everything closes. So there she is, all full. I love that this is truly more of a structured bag with a little bit of flexibility to it. Again, it doesn't have feet, but it can stand on its own. I will say, I was actually looking at this earlier, I do have one scratch here on the bag. I don't know, I'm gonna assume I actually probably did that. I'm not gonna lie to myself. And this is a bag I think about, I'll probably have to wipe this down every so often to prevent fingerprints, and it probably will get scratched a little bit, but I'm gonna just take that in stride and appreciate it, because this bag is gorgeous. And it has just really been a lovely bag. So let's see, for housekeeping, what else do I need to say? Go watch the dance choreography video. Just humor me, please. Just humor me. Let me know what are some things I could have done better. Do you like to do purse choreography when you do your shorts? But this is just a cutie. I'm actually getting ready to switch out into my next bag for the week. I'm working through some of my birthday bags that I got since my birthday was last month. So I have to just finish wearing everything, and then but I'm already wanting to get into some of my other bags, and I am really at this place. I'm not quite to purse piece. I'm getting there, but I'm being more intentional and being slower with my purchases. But I'm getting to the point where I really look forward to using all of my bags. I have a few more bags still for sale on my Poshmark, bags that I tried out a little bit, maybe wore once or twice and realized it wasn't going to work for me. I'm pretty much done with my SLGs. I had gone through some of those, sold the ones that I wasn't going to be able to use and keep. And then I am just really loving it. So it's I used to force myself to use these bags for a week, and I realized that was kind of actually making me not like those bags as much. But now I'm listen, you can rotate through your bags whenever you want. And I find that I'm actually using them, at least a few days at a time, 2 to 3 days at a time, sometimes for a whole week, especially if I really love them, and just let myself be flexible with that. Because ultimately, the intention of me purchasing and really investing in a purse collection was to get me to wear more of my clothes in my closet, to rotate through them, and to rotate through my style, because I do not have a one-dimensional style. Some days I like to dress up, some days I like to dress down, some days it's today it's a hoodie with high top sneakers and leggings, a very streetwear look, and then other days it's a little bit more toned down, other days it's mom days, and I really like that, because for probably the first time in my adult life, I feel like I'm really wearing my wardrobe, and I haven't wanted to purchase any new clothes. So that's amazing for me, because I used to think so much about, oh, I need this piece and I need that piece, or I need another this, or I need another that. And then I felt wasteful, because then I had this closet full of clothes and nothing really worked together. So, that's what I can do for housekeeping. Somebody did ask me if I would do a video and talk about how I kind of more clarified what my personal style is, since I had referenced it, I think, in one of my alter ego videos. And I am going to kind of plan that out and get that video recorded. I probably won't show you like my personal wardrobe. Maybe I'll just pull up a few outfits and give you some examples. And I'll definitely point you in the right direction as far as some of the online stylists that I watched. But I don't know, there's something about nailing your own personal style. And for me, that has just been so fulfilling, because I feel like I'm not, one, being wasteful anymore, right? Like, I have my go-to items, I have my statement pieces, I have my bags to dress up or dress down. I used to look at like getting ready and really like being a woman as such a chore. And I hated it. I was like, why do women have to do this? Why do women have to do that? And then like I would like have these friends who were like, oh, we get to do this. And I was like, it's not a get to, you know? And I realized so much of it was that I needed to change my mindset, and I needed to change my attitude towards that, and realize like, okay, well, Michelle, like we all have to get our asses out of bed and get dressed. So find a way to make it enjoyable. And I just could not, I'm not going to say I'm a nonconformist, but I am a person where if something doesn't make sense, if it's not logical, I am not going to do it. And so certain things like spending a lot of money on makeup, spending a lot of money on purses and on clothes just to go out and dress up for other people, I'll fight you to the death on that one. But dressing up and, you know, taking care of my skin and my hair a certain way and spending time on myself, for myself, yeah, that'll do. That I will do. I have been working like a long-term project here to really talk about self-cares. As I mentioned, you know, my background is in occupational therapy, and self-care is the foundation of everything that OT is. So let me not nerd out right now and talk about that. But I will be working and filming and editing on a style video, so I'm hoping to have that out in the next couple of weeks. And just lots of other fun stuff. You know, like I mentioned, I'm not saying I'm doing like a full pivot. You know, if you read my channel description, I've pretty much listed everything that I will and have always intended to do with this channel. Just when I first started, I was very heavily focused on bags. As I'm slowing down my purchases and really trying to style them and use them more, I'm going to be, you know, reintroducing some of my bags, talking about some things I've learned about the bags. Also, I'll still definitely have some bag heavy content. But I'm going to, you know, introduce some more of those other things that I think, really create meaning for me in my life. Other roles that I play and fulfill. And why did nobody tell me I had lint on my shirt this whole time? How embarrassing. But anyway, so thank you for sitting around for the chit chat and for joining me for another video. This has been so much fun. And I know I say that, but I really mean it. Like, you know, I think when we talk about who we are as individuals, sometimes, let me not speak for everybody else. When I talk about who I am as an individual, I sometimes have to sit and reflect about how guarded and how protected I used to be of my image and the things that I said and the things that I did. I did not want to have to constantly deal with the personal attacks. And those weren't perceived personal attacks. Those were things that I was really dealing with, but it was more about the place and the environment that I was living in and the people I was allowing into my space. So I really kind of protected like that inner world. I protected really showing my truest self and my personality to just anybody and everybody. So only people closest to me really knew me. And then ultimately that became kind of a pain point. I was like, dang, you know, only this many people know the real Michelle. And I really hate that I'm kind of living like two lives as two different people, where I have this really deep, empathetic, artistic, creative, expressive, humorous, you know, side to myself. But I'm trying so hard to overly present the other side of me, which is still me, but not me all the time. And the more that I kind of started to talk about that, you know, other people kind of shared similar things with me. I was like, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting how as much as we try not to live our lives according to other people's perspectives, we do end up kind of doing that. And so now I'm really on this focus of undoing that. And I was talking to a friend the other day, and, so many people want you to continue, and it's a different end of the spectrum of people pleasing, right? Where people think that you should live up to societal expectations. You should live up to other people's expectations of you. And I would say that it really just depends, Some people say, oh, you should act one way at home and one way at work and this and this and this. I was like, yes, that's definitely true. But it shouldn't be total opposite ends of the spectrum. If you're wild and crazy at home, but super poised at work, then maybe there's actually an issue in that you're just like really off balance. But I also think for me, I've had to push to find environments that are more in alignment with my personality versus trying to push my personality to be in line with those environments. And the more that I've done that and pushed back, like the happier I've become, the more fulfilled I've become in every aspect of my life, and then the more balanced that I became. So all of this chit chat is to tell you I've got more content coming, okay? And I will keep weaving the bags through because I love the bags. But again, thank you guys for just joining me for another video. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for the followers. I had no idea, and maybe to some extent I still don't have any idea what this channel will do, what this channel will become. But I know that I'm going to consistently keep doing it. I'm going to consistently keep showing up. I'm going to keep posting videos. I'm going to keep planning videos. I'm going to keep expressing parts of myself and sharing and relating, because bit by bit I've started to make other, creator friends. I've really enjoyed just like diving into this and meeting people and learning more about myself and more about other people. I think, when I checked earlier today, I'm up to like 250 subscribers, which is like, I'm like, oh, I knew I could do this. But then another part of me was like, but did I really, right? Because, you think we all consider like, oh, we have so many things to say, we have something to share. But the other part of that is, does anybody really want to listen? So thank you so much for my 251 subscribers that I have so far. I have lots of plans to continue to grow this channel. I'm not going to necessarily set subscriber goals. I think first and foremost want to set goals for myself to show up consistently. So one of the things that I've been working on this year thus far is posting 3 videos a week. So I typically do 2 shorts and 1 long form, because at the end of the day, I'm a mom and currently a single parent and a working professional. So I usually try and post my short forms on like Monday and Friday, and then I am trying to figure out what day works best for me to post my long form, whether it's Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So keep an eye out for those. If you haven't subscribed and you want to see more of my bags or just my quirky personality or just my curls bouncing as I talk, then, hit that subscribe button. And if you have a channel you would like me to follow, let me know, and I'd be happy to show that mutual support. But I will see you guys in the next video.